I'm talking with Michael Mathis, and he is with the Transportation Department in the city of Charleston, and he's been telling us a lot about 61 and 17 and Wesley Drive and all the good things that are going to be happening with that project. It took a while to get to this, though, didn't it?
It did.
Because you had to go through several phases, design phase and...
Right. There was a lot of hard work and collaboration with the Ashley Bridge District as well as the Charleston County RoadWise staff and the city of Charleston to get to this point.
Now, some of the residents who were attending the public meeting thought, well, I didn't think it was going to be like this. I thought we were going to have a much more glamorous or a bigger project here. What do you say for that?
Well, there was a lot of public input, and we take that public input and we try to make the best of the project that we can. We couldn't accommodate everything, but we did as much as we could with the money that was available.
And also, you're a good person to talk about the things that one goes through, that a project like this goes through, and the staff responsible for a project like this. It doesn't just happen overnight. Folks say, why does it take a couple of years before you get to the actual work on these projects? Tell us a little bit about what went on during that time.
Well, there's a lot of collaboration that has to happen between the residents of the area and the local municipalities, as well as state Department of Traffic and Transportation, and a lot has to go on with permits and plan reviews, and there's a lot that has to go into just getting to the point of construction.
Army Corps of Engineers.
Exactly, lots
and
of
you've
permits.
got NEPA and all those other kinds of permits that are required. No matter how large or small the project, you've got to go through all these steps.
Exactly.
And there may be hearings along the way.
Exactly.
And not just the hearings that we had here in the Charleston area.
Yes, ma'am.
But there are all sorts. 61 and 17. Now, do we expect anything to happen with those two major roads in the future? One owned by the federal government, one owned by the state. Do you think anything else is going to go on out there?
Currently, there are no major improvements planned for those areas. There is a bike lane plan for 61, hopefully coming up soon, and that will connect to this project and hopefully make that a better bicycle accessible area.
While you're talking about bicycles, I think it's important to mention that the half-cent sales tax program, and I know the city of Charleston feels the same way, that it's very important that we abide by something called complete streets. And that's where we try, wherever there's the money, to do what?
And we try to include bicycle aspects into the project, as well as pedestrian aspects, and many other things. Street trees are included in that, so there's a lot that goes into complete streets.
So you want to make sure that everybody, or as many people as possible, are happy about this.
Absolutely.
And I'm thinking also about Wesley Drive right now. There were a number of small businesses on that street, and there are a lot of houses, or it's a residential area. Was there a particular reason why those streets that are on either side were not given more attention than this main street, which is sort of between the two, sandwiched between the two, 61 and 17? What was on Wesley Drive that caused the problem?
Well, I think we were trying to improve traffic flow as much as possible, and we put the money where we thought that it would improve the most. So Wesley Drive was a focus. It intersects with both 17 and 61, and we tried to improve both pedestrian and vehicle access to those areas. So hopefully we've picked the right street, and things will get much better. And
now this project is going to take how long?
It should take approximately about 5 months, I believe, is the
about
scheduled
5
time
months.
frame.
And then what happens? We open it up?
We open it up, and hopefully everyone is happy with the results. Hopefully all the pedestrians and bicyclists will be happy with the improvements, as well as the vehicle traffic.
And then you move on from there?
Exactly.
With the next project and the next project?
Exactly.
We've got about 25 years, I understand,
yeah.
When the county is expecting to raise about, what, $1.3 billion?
I think so, yes.
Of transportation sales tax, and hopefully we can do a lot of work with that.
Absolutely.
And I had a chance to talk with the transportation secretary not too long ago. And I said, how are you going to maintain all of these roads? And he says, well, some belong to the federal and some to the state, so maybe the municipalities like Charleston won't have to worry too much.
Exactly.
But this was a good selection, and I think you're pleased with that. And certainly Mayor Riley has been pleased with what's been going on there. And I'm just wondering, are we going to see anything further along those lines? Maybe down Folly Road, maybe down Windermere Boulevard. Anything else in the future coming up?
Well, there's a project that was recently completed at Folly and Maybank, and there are several other projects throughout the city that are ongoing. Glen McConnell Parkway, Beast Ferry Road, as well as Camp Road at Folly Road should see some improvements in the future. So hopefully we've identified all the critical areas in the city, and we can make at least some minor improvements to help traffic flow.
Well, I think you will, and I'm also thinking that the city of Charleston is going to do its best to make sure that the roads are safer.
Absolutely.
For people, whether they be pedestrians or if they're motorists.
Absolutely.
Thanks for talking with us. Really enjoyed talking with you about that. And,
thank you very much.
And we'll come back and visit you sometime in this beautiful center that you have here.
Well, please come back and see us.
Watching all the traffic.
Come back and see us anytime.
Thank you. Thank you again. I've been talking with Michael Mathis, and he is Transportation Project Manager for the City of Charleston's Transportation Department. We encourage you to continue watching this program because there's a lot of information going on about the transportation half-cent sales tax, and we want you to know all about it. Until we see you the next time, we want you to be reminded to go to www.ccroadwise.com, and you'll get more information.